Well, hello there and welcome to the CEV Euro Beach Volley 2019. It's the European Beach Volleyballing Championships and we are live in Moscow. Well, a warm welcome to you. We are at the Lizhniki Stadium, the national stadium of Moscow. Beautiful park, beautiful surroundings for what should be a classic matchup between two very strong sides. Well, Anders Mol and Christian Sørum have been on fine form. The best team in the world, reigning European champions, are up against Poland's Piotr Kantor Bartosz Losiak, who have won so much at junior level, a team that have only ever played with each other. Sørum and Mol winning in Vienna last week, Tokyo the week before. 7 wins on the FIVB World Tour this season alone. Is there a better team in the world at the moment? Absolutely not when it comes down to consistency. Poland, well, they're renowned for running the ball at distances and speeds and making it very, very difficult for their opponents. They will have to be at their best if they want to go through to the gold medal match later on today. Well, the weather is a cool 17 degrees, but compared to yesterday, where we had big rainstorms, this is perfect. The crowd making their way in a competition that has been thrilling from start to finish. That's the draw. Austria, who surprised the world champions Oleg Stoyanovsky and Vyacheslav Krasilnikov on their way through to the semi-final, will play next up here on center court against the Russian pairing Ilya Leshikov and Konstantin Semenov. Well, for Anders Mol and Christian Sørum, a fairy tale year since winning in The Hague, the European champions. They've won just about the lot. A bronze in Hamburg at the World Championships wasn't their time, but they have won just about everything else. Kantor and Losiak, now both 27 years old. They first entered the World Tour in 2009. They've won 4 age group events on the CEV European Tour. 4-time European champions at junior level. Also, the under-19 world champions, 21 and under-23 world champions as well. This should have some thrills and some spills. Hold on tight. The Vikings are back in town in a final four.
Дорогие друзья, мы представляем судейскую бригаду матча. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our international referees. First referee from Italy, первый судья матча Davide Crescentini, Italia.
Well, the first referee for this first semi-final, Davide Crescentini.
Second referee from Germany,
and on the floor from Germany, Tobias Markfeld. Will be our officials for this game. But now it's time to meet the players. Firstly, Norway, the blocker of the team, Anders Mol, 22 years old. 47 tournaments, already 15 career wins, a European champion from last year in The Hague, and his partner, Christian Sørum, the defender, the FIVB World Tour's best defender for 2018, Anders Mol, the most outstanding player. They make up the Beach Volley Vikings, unstoppable force that they are. Their opponents, Poland. Piotr Kantor, 27 years of age, now 11 seasons playing on the European and World Tours, 116 tournaments, 10 career wins. And Bartosz Losiak, his partner, forever now, 113 competitions together, 10 wins, 9 second places, 3 third place bronze medals, and 3 times 4th place. European beach volleyball does not get much better than this, and this is a mouth-watering tie. Will the Vikings allow Kantor and Losiak from Poland to play their expressive game, to run the ball long distances and make it very difficult for Anders Mol at the nets? We're about to find out. First joy to the Vikings. These teams played each other 3 times before. Twice, actually, Kantor Losiak taking the wins early on in 2018. One in the CV Masters, one in Fort Lauderdale Beach Majors. But recently, it's all been about Mol and Sørum, who took that victory in Vienna. The FIVB's flagship event, really, the Beach Majors. They've won in Stad as well. Huge event on the World Tour. Win taking the ball across. Christian Sørum just hammers the ball back cross court. Christian Sørum seems to see the blocker's hands better than anyone else in the world at the moment. Anders Mol serving. Chip to the line, seen really early. Anders Mol just jumping into the angle. Great blocking as well. Kantor Losiak battling, but on the turn. Anders Mol gets his first personal point on the scoreboard. Shut down. Blocking from Kantor. Full force from Mol. Norwegians, a product of Top Volley Norway, a school that specialises in volleyball development, and they've developed this team very, very well. Anders Mol just doing what Anders Mol does to every single team. Starts so low, goes super late. Mol, who started to spin serve yesterday, usually one to use the jump serve or the jump float serve that we've just seen.
Semi-final Euro Beach Volley in Moscow.
Teams change ends every 7 points, with this breeze just blowing across currently into the Polish face. That means there's a slightly easier end here now that the Norwegians are just walking towards. Christian Sørum with the ball in hand, with the breeze in his face, so the ball will just start to dip and move. It's also slightly easier to pass. Kantor Losiak keeping that ball really close on the first contact, keeping it really low so it doesn't get caught up in the breeze. That's super tight. That is unlike Anders Mol's transition setting. Huge from Piotr Kantor, well and truly over the net this time. Norwegians look like they've already qualified for Tokyo 2020. Haven't played in the Olympic Games as of yet. Poland took a 17th in Rio. High knuckle, Bartosz Losiak. Just staying high, going off the hands of Anders Mol. Kantor Losiak also playing low block defense, super late into different zones. Going for the swat, Anders Mol, but just missing out on the party. 1 point game. Ferocious start to this one. Manipulating the ball to the sideline. Chance here to go level. Kantor Losiak, but no. Anders Mol makes one back. Once again, he's going so late. His timing, the way that he reads the body line, the arm of the spiker, and the way that he makes quick moves into areas unparalleled at the moment. Super sharp that one though from Losiak. Quick feet inside the ball, wrapped to the sideline. Vikings back.
Norway.
Mighty win streak at the moment, 23-match run streak earlier on in the season, winning 3 competitions, 3 different continents in 3 weeks, back to back. Short serving in, out of system, deciding to break, and as Mol makes a touch with the left hand. Something tells me we've got a treat on our hands here. Fantastic serve, spinning the ball towards the sideline, knocking Anders Mol well and truly out of system. Strong from Poland, putting large amounts of spin on the ball. Makes it difficult to pass for Anders Mol. It's also going to make it very difficult for him to access the line from that right side when there's so much spin on the ball. Change of ends. An error for Poland, who have come through very strong sides, but they've actually lost a couple of games on their way through here. They beat Estonia first game in the pool, but then lost to the Austrian team, who have impressed so many. Martin, Amakora, Moritz, Pristaus from Austria, who are in the semi-finals. Beat Poland in Pool G. But there was a win against the Czech Republic to see them through, a win against the Ukraine, Russia, Liamin and Maitskev. And then yesterday, Kantor Losiak beat Brouwer and Musen from the Netherlands to set up this clash. Ace against Christian Sørum. The Vikings, for the first time, will start to feel incy-wincy, bit of pressure. What a run. Bartosz Losiak. From the left side, chipping back to the line. It's quick, it's smooth, it's too fast for the defender. Christian Sørum to serve. We'll actually play with Anders' brother, Marcus Mol. One-star event in Oslo coming up soon. Side out. Poland there's a challenge from Anders Mol and Christian Sørum. In or out, it's just clipped the backside of the tape.
И все-таки попал, дорогие друзья, ball-in.
Upsetting, humongous block from Piotr Kantor. The biggest thus far in this semi-final, diving into the angle on Mol, taking everything. Chipping line. Something that's working very well for Christian Sørum so far. So good at opening up with his arm swing, accessing so many angles because of this just there. He shows he can hit the sharp one and then chips to the line. Also comes from a family that love their volleyball. Brother Alex, a former CEV European Junior Champion with Anders Mol. Very well supported by Espen and Marianne's parents as well. been a proud couple of years. The Beach Volley Vikings. They are being certainly troubled by Poland so far, though. Piotr Kantor's block into the angle, absolutely sublime moments ago. Back with the spin serve into the wind to try and cause some problems. Low passing. Serving is not just about serving aces. He's disrupted the rhythm of Piotr Kantor there, Anders Mol, showing he can mix things up. Powerful jump serve as well. Played one season of indoor in Belgium for Mosaic. Double touch scored against Bartosz Losiak. Errors creeping in here for Poland, and this is just what the Vikings are renowned for not doing, is making errors. Mol again, serving into this slight breeze. Kantor bump setting off the net to try and avoid the block of Anders Mol. Just setting 1 or 2 meters off the net is going to make, hopefully for Poland, slightly easier to hit around those big long arms of Mol. Back in system. Good work from Sørum and Mol, setting far enough off the net to evade the block of Kantor. He decides to break, so Mol just hits him. He banks on the fact that he can hit the ball harder than Kantor can get back and get balanced. Back to the line, very good from Sørum. Chance to transition. Fortunately, this time the ball just drops inside of Christian Sørum. Diving around all over the place, Kantor in the block, trying to make it as difficult as possible for Christian Sørum. Knows how good he is at seeing the hands and whipping it the other way. Sørum again from the left side, this time sees it, just chisels off the outside hand. Very nice work. Great game, this one.
14 points, Team Poland 13 points. Давай, давай, ребята, расхлопываемся, давай. Поехали, хлоп, хлоп, хлоп.
Sharp angles back across the face of courts. Completely and utterly interesting time to be watching this one. Mol hangs on the line. Piotr Kantor fires one sharp. Poland have really traded with the Vikings blow for blow. Good serving to that breeze again. Soft hands. Once upon a time, that may have just been called for a throw against Poland, but not nowadays. Handling errors slightly looser. Ball can settle in a little bit more before being thrown down. To the inside, Mol trying to get his platform on that one. Steered back to the line. Difficult for Anders Mol to pass that one from the inside and still work that back to the line. Volleyball and beach volleyball, a big game of angles. 2-point lead now for Poland. Timeout for Norway.
Мол, Sørum. Тайм-аут, дорогие друзья, на центральном корте. К вам снова бежит огромный мяч, друзья. Но ваша задача как можно дольше удержать его.
Couple of tentative touches in the Vikings in their passing and setting. All of a sudden, they're 2 down. Although regular watcher of this sport would have become very aware that the Vikings are okay with being a couple of points down. Sometimes they're okay with being 4 or 5 points down. There are the coaching staff of the Vikings this week. Jetmund, Bernstein, Martin, Engvik travel with the Beach Volley Vikings, but there's a big coaching core. Koremol, and as his father, also a big part of the Beach Volley Vikings. But that's a huge, huge serve. Christian Sørum beaten off the net band and then off the shoulder. Kantor Losiak certainly meaning business here. The Vikings have travelled far and wide over the past few weeks. Vienna last week, Tokyo the week before, but they haven't lost a game in that period of time. You might be able to wriggle one side out from Christian Sørum, but not 2 in a row, surely. Gets back to rhythm and routine. Now Sørum.
He cannot fix his glasses.
Yeah, but within the first second. He's trying to fix his glasses. Interesting here, because Davide Crescentini is sending Sørum back to the service line very quickly, although you'd think if Sørum was trying to waste time, he wouldn't be doing it while he's serving. It might just be a tactic they use when the other team are serving. One-handed play has to go over because the block touch certainly counts. Wider plays, Kantor and Losiak are doing what Kantor and Losiak just love to do. Running the ball with width and speed as soon as they're in rhythm system off a free ball. They have 1,000 different ways to score points. Three-point lead. Kantor balloons it out the back.
Немного уступает, минус 2 очка, лидер мирового рейтинга. Это снова Christian Sørum.
Scoop from Sørum. This is a huge moment of this set because Norwegians need a break. No, Kantor Losiak stay alive. Free ball, wider play to the right side for Sørum off the hands of Kantor. Sørum and Mol doing a little bit of Kantor and Losiak to Kantor and Losiak. A little bit more width on the set, drifting in the block, high off the hands. Anders Mol serving, whose mother, Rita, won a silver medal in the European Championship back in 1995. But it's all about Poland at the minute. It's good serving. Using the hands, the first opportunity. Didn't have many other options there, Piotr Kantor, but he worked through the rally. Poland built towards their second opportunity. Sørum. Unreal. For Christian Sørum, if he can hold that picture in the air, where his body is looking towards the cross-court and work away from the body line, it's going to be difficult to do. Defenders, blockers buy into what the body line is doing every single time. Anders Mol, Christian Sørum. Back on level pegging here. after being 2 or 3 behind throughout. Don't be too surprised. They do this all the time. Nice side-out play from Sørum. And good blocking from Anders Mol. Something volleyball fans have become very accustomed to. Kantor and Losiak. The way they play the game really does set the world alight at times. They're a team that have actually had to work more on keeping the play simpler at times. Those who follow the sport would have seen over the past few years, bouncing the ball on 2, running the ball wide, but teams have found ways to counteract that style at times. Serving down the line to the inside is one of those ways to potentially stop exhilarating play of Poland. They've kept their cool, they've kept their calm. Chopping away short, out of reach of Christian Sørum. First set point here goes to Poland. Sørum the target, deep to the left-hand side, very tight from Mol. Good cover, opportunity for Anders Mol, fired! Anders Mol actually says my bad because he knows he just put Christian Sørum underneath a big Polish bus. But luckily, the cover was very, very good. And Anders Mol on that right side, so high, steers it back to the line. Piotr Kantor needs to find a side out here. Good setting. Bartosz Losiak keeps that one stood up. A metre or so off the net. It really does keep the angles open for Poland. Huge, huge moments in this European Championship. Very tight from Anders Mol. Change in the service tactics. But a colossal side out all the same. Super quick feet. Christian Sørum is so patient there. Gets underneath the net, give himself some time to scoop it out. Change of ends. Sørum serve. Kantor again from the left side, balls off the net. Sharp play. You have to give Poland so much credit in the way that they're passing and setting. You'd say throughout this opening set, their first 2 touches have been slightly better than the Norwegians. But they have to make these chances count, Kantor and Losiak. Ball slightly off the net. Anders Mol on the back, set back to the line. This is why you just can't wriggle away from Norway. Because they find a way in every situation to put the ball on the sand. Slightly straight passing. This brings Anders Mol into the game. Certainly it does. You can see it so early on. Chance for a break here. Wide in the high knuckle. Holding on tight. Poland have worked hard for the chance to go off the hands of Anders Mol. Oh my word. First time of asking. That ball's so tight, you could see it coming that Mol was going to have a chance to make a kill block. It's a continuation. Poland just hang on. Set points, number 4. They have to take their opportunities. Sørum steers it in. There you have it. It took 4 times of asking. But Poland's Piotr Kantor Bartosz Losiak have won the opening set here in Moscow against the Beach Volley Vikings. The reigning European champions have it all to do here in Russia. Set 2 coming our way very soon.
Should I tell to my man what my love isn't like? How close I rock some bills inside? How's moving, how's making right? You should tell to him.
Now some highlights. Set number 1. Poland have certainly turned up here. It would not be unfair to call them the underdogs for this one. They still have a lot of work to do in set number 2.
Поехали под музычку, друзья. 1, 2, 3. Хлоп.
2 flags flying high next to each other. Only one team can go through to the gold medal match later on this evening. The Vikings, a win in Vienna, a win in Tokyo, a win in Kashtar, a win in Ostrava, a win in Xinjiang, a win in Brazil, a win in Las Vegas, and a win in the World Tour Finals in Hamburg last year, but now they have it all to do. Sørum unsettled on the pass hit. And if there's going to be an opportunity for Poland, this has to be it. They have to make every chance count, but you can see how much easier the game becomes for Christian Sørum when he passes into that zone, tighter to the net. He has great vision and can find the set. Short play, scurried around, off the net, spiking now. Holds a real low, still position based around the body line. Sørum can't convert the transitional play, but neither can Bartosz Losiak. It looks as if that ball may have not even come off the block. Let's have another look at that one. I'm sure we'll get the chance to. Maybe, just maybe, there was a touch from Mol. Piotr Kantor. True play from Kantor. He knows if he passes straight on that left-hand side, he's not going to be able to run the ball long distances like this team like to do at times, but he stays high and goes off the fingertips of Anders Mol. Wide from Sørum. Now there's potentially a problem or two. The good thing for the Norwegians is that the pass is much more consistent. But Poland have been tremendous. Sørum hits the sharp one. This is Christian Sørum in a nutshell. Comes in, faces a little bit to the line, but because his arm opens so far back, he can still hit so sharp. If you talk to players that play on this tour, they talk all the time about playing against the Norwegians, that they just don't make errors. But at the moment, at this time, the errors have really crept into their game. Good passing again from Sørum. Chopping it back onto the angle. Seen. Width and speed, but Anders Mol is equal to it. He knows exactly what's coming. Just play with some flair, though, Poland, don't they, when they get the chance to. As soon as Anders Mol sees that ball isn't coming on two, he gets out to the pin. What great shapes with the arms. Whoa. Piotr Kantor must sense that Mol dives into the angle there and just thrashes one to the line. Body's facing cross-court, Bosch. That's a hammer. In system again. What's really impressive from Christian Sørum is that he might miss one or two side outs. He doesn't let it affect him too much. He stays very much present, very much in the moment. And he's back to being very relaxed and composed on the ball. Mol, jump serving again. Dummy two ball, flipping it to the pin. Good from Poland. Just a slight arm movement from Piotr Kantor to show that he might hit this second ball. Just almost baits Anders Mol in. Just hit. And then they're playing so wide that the Norwegians are always under pressure. Poland. Given this situation, first thing this morning, they would have absolutely bit your arm off for this easy point this time, breaking super late on the short line. Sørum sees everything. From the inside this time, passing off the net, wide. Rare error. They're looking for a touch here, Poland. Bartosz Losiak just having a little look. Saying absolutely not. Anders Mol still putting his opinion across to the referee. Chipping to the line. Slowing the game down, Anders Mol, but it's a fantastic read from Losiak again. Anders Mol back in the game. And all of a sudden, Norway just managed to sneak back in front. Two-point game. On their way through here to this point in the competition. Norway have had some tough games. Another one off the hands. A win against Julius Toller and Clemens Wickler from Germany, number 8 seeds, who took a silver at the World Championships in Hamburg and beat the Beach Volley Vikings in what was just an unbelievable semi-final match, where the Vikings had their comeuppance, got their own back. This week came through against Toller and Wickler really comfortably, 17 and 15. So a tough game against the fast improving team of Mirko Gerson, Adrian Heydrich from Switzerland, 26-24 in that second set. And the Vikings just have this incredible knack of never being broken down. Their spirit is always intact. Bartosz Losiak. It's very difficult to pass on that angle at that speed, so good setting from Kantor as well to pop that ball up and allow Losiak to still hit the line. Sørum certainly has found his passing consistency. Net touch against Kantor. This is why Christian Sørum is one of the best side-out players in the world. A lot is down to his passing. The Norwegians practice passing and setting so much. As to most of the top teams in the world.
On central court. Second set, 9-11.
Sørum again. Finding absolutely everything that makes Christian Sørum some nervous faces. Gentlemen, in the crowd.
Все! Вадик, музыку и вместе со мной! Поехали! Все! И руки вверху, где-то!
Technical timeout has made its way around. Anders Mol, 2 meters tall. What you have to think about this game is getting bigger and bigger. Now even the big blockers are going so late in their movements, keeping so low. Well, the crowd is certainly enjoying this show. Piotr Kantor the same height, doing the same things in the block, going late into areas, showing the spiker one avenue to put the ball away through, and then taking that avenue away very late. Anders Mol serving really well halfway through this second set. So Poland just keep the ball once again off the net. Really far off the net as well that time. Mol thinks he should have got his paws on that one. On the angle. Monster block. Piotr Kantor. Yeah, passing inside, Anders Mol hitting the angle. Who's waiting for it? Piotr Kantor. Once again, serving Mol on the angle. He straightens the pass up a little bit more, so it gives him more options as well. Good passing from Anders Mol. Fantastic tussle here between the service tactics of Poland and the side-out plays of Norway. Off the hands. Keeping the ball off the net. Through the hands this time of Anders Mol. Side spin. Difficult to pass, but 2 from 2 from Mol. Both on that really sharp angle. Once again, you have to give credit for the way that he can be so high, face the line, and hit back so sharp across court. Again, setting off the net. Very, very good from Poland. They are showing no signs of throwing in the towel here. Very, very clear to see what's happening here. Diving into the angle, Anders Mol. Off the net, Christian Sørum. Difficult to side out from here. Chops back to the line. Slightly over-rotating with the upper body. Just drags the ball wrong side. 14-0.
Second set, and score is 14-all.
Missing a couple of side outs since the technical timeouts. Poland seriously consistent here. Sørum goes to the line. Losiak sweeping up, but the transition set 3-4 meters off the net, so it's left lacking from Poland in transition. Norway just sneak back in to the lead again. Kantor's time to pass off the net, going back to the line as well. So many of the plays at the moment trying to work off or through the hands of Mol. Mol very tight, leaving a little bit of line for Piotr Kantor. Sørum back in system. Holding so patiently off the body. Poland have taken the lead once again here in Moscow. Siding out with fluency and ease, but defensive plays making the marginal gains here. Sørum again the target. Well, there's a problem here for Piotr Kantor, who's had to call a timeout, maybe a medical as well. This is not the time that you want to be injuring yourself. It looks like a foot problem for Piotr Kantor.
Первый номер польской команды. Давайте поаплодируем ему, пожелаем здоровья, чтобы там никакой травмы не было. Но у нас, как всегда, друзья, пока пауза начинается, волейбол на трибунах. Главное не упустить мяч с трибуны. Главная задача, ребята.
You have to feel for Piotr Kantor.
Вот как игроков
really do.
площадку, блок, классный пас от Эджина. Съем хороший сделал. Давай еще на трибунах держим, на трибуну его, то что ветер мешает. Ладно, сошлемся на ветер. Давай, есть еще время, закидывай его туда-назад. Давай на трибунках.
Some pain here. The four-star event in Estonia just 3 weeks ago as the head coach of Poland. Just when Poland have the Vikings on the ropes, an injury pops up for Piotr Kantor.
Tam sobie skręciłem, ale spróbuję tego seta dodać. Niech mi mocno obklei.
Watching very closely here, it does not look good for Poland. Physio is here, it looks like we've gone to a medical timeout, which is a 5-minute timeout as opposed to 30 seconds.
This is the second set. Score is 16 points Team Poland, 15 points Team Norway.
I think that this is for a European championship. Gold or silver medal. They really have the initiative. It doesn't look good. Piotr Kantor. The whole Polish coaching team look on closely. Nothing that Bartosz Losiak can do about this. Just have to try and stay warm, stay in rhythm, but also know that maybe a massive bit of luck has come their way in the context of this game.
1 minute. Jacek Lenko.
You can hear 1 minute left of the medical timeout. Tape and strapping going on, but it's one thing holding the ankle together, but another one holding the performance together for the next 10 minutes or so. They want to get this job done right here, right now, Poland, in this set. The 7 seeds of Bartosz Losiak and Piotr Kantor. George Thomas won the first set here against the Beach Volley Vikings. Fourth time of asking to win that opening set, that fourth set point, but Piotr Kantor has gone over on his ankle, having tried to jump float ball from the baseline. Championships 2016 in BLBN Switzerland. Grzegorz Fidjelek and Mariusz Prudel. A competition won by Daniele Lupo, Paolo Nicolai, who won the European Championships 2016-2017. Anders Mol, Christian Sørum, looking to win it for the second time in a row as well, but they still have some work to do. They don't also get any type of record. Randy Amador and Richard Shaw won this competition 3 times in a row, 2008, 9 and 10. The Lasker brothers from Switzerland, 99, 2000, 98 as well. Switzerland won this competition 4 times in a row. Vegard Høydalen and Andre Kemperud, last team to win from Norway in 97 before the Vikings victory last year. We're ready to go again here. This is how the injury was sustained. Right over the top of the ankle. Bartosz Losiak, Piotr Kantor make their way back into this main centre court of the European Championship semi-final, knowing now that they have a 1-point advantage, but also it's a deficit because of the ankle injury. Piotr Kantor serving not quite as high with that jump float. He's hobbling in here Christian Sørum past the hands of the hobbling Piotr Kantor.
16-all in second set.
The bronze medal match in Espino 3 weeks ago, Martin Klavins in exactly the same position, hobbling around the court, was still victorious. Sørum Mol goes straight after Piotr Kantor, stepping around on the turn. Mol finds the sideline. How on earth did he pluck that one out?
17-16.
Piotr Kantor did absolutely nothing wrong here. Playing double defense, but that was the only shot Mol really had. They really do feel the initiative swinging their way here, Norway. Another dig for Sørum. Chance to go further in front. Bartosz Losiak here, he's trying to do a little bit too much. It's understandable trying to take the ball away from Kantor, but in the end it caused them more problems. From the inside, Piotr Kantor, Christian Sørum. 3 defensive plays in a row. Not that Kantor has done absolutely anything wrong here. Losiak with the hammer. Here comes the boot. Rightfully so. Quick feet. The first dig from Sørum. Almost into the stars.
Here comes up.
Digging deep, Poland. Sørum steps out, drives it. Eye off the hands once again.
Point number 19. Team Norway Mol Sørum.
That break has also given time for Norway to really bring their A game. The back set denied from Anders Mol. Set point now for Norway. And since the medical timeout, it's been one-way traffic, dummying the 2-ball. Losiak setting off the net. 2 in a row, Anders Mol. We go to 3 here in Moscow. Poland had the initiative, leading 16-15 until the ankle injury to Piotr Kantor has really disrupted their flow, but flowing now at the Beach Volley Vikings, diving back into the line. Great read from Anders Mol. Highlights of the second set that had just a little bit of everything. The crowd are in, the sun is out, and the Vikings, the favourites for this one, not having everything their own way, but they've taken the second set. Now it's a tiebreak set to 15 points to see who will go through to the gold medal match later on today.
Готовимся в том числе и к матчу Семенова-Лешукова. Tie break on central court, ladies and gentlemen.
Poland serve. First point of set number 3 on to Anders Mol. Tough from the right side to be able to hit on 2, but again, good feet, good ball tracking from Mol. Christian Sørum making so many more digs as of late. Reactions covering around, chipping line. thing for Bartosz Losiak to see that from Sørum. It's another thing to make the defensive play when that ball is so accurate. He's read it, but it's too good. On twos. Smuggled through.
Согласитесь, друзья, какой драматичный у нас получается первый полуфинал.
On track from Sørum again, really going back with the ball. Challenge here. Kantor is now playing defense.
There is challenge on there is challenge to touch the ball.
Not challenge for the ball in with the ball on the ground. Only close to the line. Sorry.
So unfortunately the challenge can't be used here for Poland because it's impossible to challenge a ball that's hit the floor. Can only challenge the ball to the sideline or anything on the net. So that's why Davide Crescentini denied the challenge, but Bartosz Losiak has just delivered another hammering blow. He stays really close to his partner to be able to access the two ball, so the ball travels across his shoulder. Smart from Poland. Anders Mol now the target. Sharp. Sitting around on the sharp one is a smart thing to do against Norway. Sitting there is easy enough, but still trying to make the dig is a completely different story. Credit to Losiak. Kantor from the left side, chopping the ball around. Well seen. From 2 meters off the net, Sørum fades away to the floor.
Point number 3 for Team Poland, Kantor Losiak.
Kantor to serve and chase in. It's going to be very difficult for him with the ankle injury that he's sustained. In set 2, Christian Sørum back with that off the body, wrist away swing that he's got in the locker for absolute days. On 2 once again. Kantor passing perfectly. Losiak just taking the heat off of his injured partner. That's twice we've seen that one, 2 different angles as well, so he's showing it to still be a menace. Using that 2 ball. Jump serve again from Losiak. He's really trying to take matters into his own hands with Sørum. Simplicity from the Vikings, passing and setting into good zones.
This is time break. Don't forget next game on Central
This
Court.
game.
Second men's semi-final Euro Beach Volley 2019. Team Russia.
Poised at this moment in time.
Team Austria. Следующий игра на центральной корте Россия, Австрия. Второй полуфинал.
On 2, once again, chipping angle. This time, Christian Sørum is really aware, and then he just chops the ball back as well. The cutty still proving its worth in this game. 2 checks at the court, great placements from Christian Sørum. 2 ball again, oh my word, we are seeing a delightful display of just siding out on 2 from Losiak. First time hits the seat, second time hits across his body, and this time he accesses the line. And they're doubling up on that line as well, Norway. Ace from Kantor. They might not be at 100% here, Poland. But my word, they're giving it everything they've got.
Молодцы! 2 похлопать, а похлопать!
Sørum side out for a 2-point lead.
Sørum, 8 очко команды Норвегии.
The Vikings calm as ever. Just seems that the more pressure on the game, the calmer they become. Kantor again passing on an angle.
И ошибается, дорогие друзья, здесь Барtosz Losiak, отправление в сетку, смена сторон на центральном корте.
Losiak, Kantor, dream team, 2-ball parade, could not last forever.
Semi-final Euro Beach Volley in 2019 in Moscow. Side switch.
That's a break at a key moment. Change of ends. Norway now pressing towards another final. To the inside of Losiak. He has a chance to side out on 3, sitting around really late on the body line, Christian Sørum.
Ошибка в этом эпизоде. 7 очко команды Польши. 7-9.
Frustrations within the transition play from Norway. Anders Mole just went to give the post a big hug after that previous point. We hope that gave him everything he needed. Error follows suit from Losiak, who you have to feel for, but he's trying to give 130% to make up for his partner suffering with an injury. 2 errors in a row may have just sealed the fate here of Poland. Time of quicker tempo on the 2-ball, Losiak. There's one team that can really hit on 2 and utilize this play, it is opponent. That 4 side outs from 6, playing on 2. That's a record that quite a few European and World Tour teams would really like to have playing 3-touch volleyball, but Poland using the 2-ball a lot, hammering through! Anders Mole once again. The Beach Volley Vikings coaching staff can almost start to celebrate. You do have to ask yourself, though, what might have happened if Kantor, at 16-15 up in the second, didn't go over on his ankle? Would that have changed the context of this game? Who knows? But one thing we do know is that the Vikings are incredible when they're a couple of points down all the same, so it could have been a similar story, but at the moment you can see that Poland trying to use the 2-ball as much as they can because Kantor is really suffering out there. That's a good pass.
Давайте, друзья, создаем атмосферу у нас до следующего полуфинала. Уже немного времени остается до Гришуков Семена. Хлопаем!
They need a run here, Poland, desperately. They fought so hard throughout. But as the Vikings start to get closer, their skills are just improving.
Это матчбол, и кто бы за кого не болел, у нас есть традиции. Кто ходит постоянно? Что мы сейчас делаем? Встаем!
Match points. Anders Mole, Christian Sørum, one of the best teams ever to have played the game, and certainly the best team in the world right now, have their first match point to go through to the gold medal match. And they've taken it. The Vikings will again play for gold, this time in the European Championships after winning in Vienna on the World Tour last week. They are looking to take another win and their second straight European Championship after winning in The Hague last year. Condolences for Poland. Piotr Kantor and Bartosz Losiak fought so hard and played so well. And one has to think that if it wasn't for an injury to Piotr Kantor in that second set, that the second set could have gone the way of Poland And they could be playing for gold, but taking nothing away from the Vikings. They often play their best when their back is against the wall. Some highlights of how the game was finished here in Moscow.
Ladies and gentlemen, second men's semi-final Euro Beach Volley 2019.
Some relief for the Vikings. They will be playing for gold against the winner of the second semi-final, Martin Ermakora and Ritz Brishtaus from Austria, or Konstantin Semenov and Ilya Leshikov from Russia. It's their third final on the CV European Tour, their 14th final overall in just 34 events for the Vikings. And they're looking for their 14th win. It's Norway that go through to another final. Poland, if the injury to Piotr Kantor gets better, will play for bronze. Will Norway, Anders Moll and Christian Sørum win back-to-back European Championships and join a list that includes Daniela Lupo, Paolo Nicolai, Julius Brink, Jonas Reckerman, won this competition twice before as well. The Lassiter brothers, 3 times in a row. Reindeer Nummerdorp and Richard Shaw. A hat-trick of wins in 2008, 9 and 10. But today, the Vikings will go for their second straight European Championship gold medal here in Moscow. Shots of the coaching staff very, very happy. The Norway parade is off again. They go for gold later on. But who will they be against? Russia or Austria? You'll have to find out. But for myself, Louis Lett, and the rest of the team, it's goodbye for now.